When was the last time I did a development log of my visual novel channel 1537? I don't know, but I do know that it's been a long time because even though I forgot to check the date of the video, I saw the contents of the video, and let me tell you, a lot of stuff since then has been added and changed. Anyways, hello, welcome, or welcome back to my channel. I am One Life Film, previously known as Cyclock, and previously known as One Life Film. Before you guys start asking me, what's the visual novel about? Who are the characters? Who's the bad guy? Who's the good guy? All of that is answered and more in my video called I'm Making a Visual Novel. Today, I'm just going to be sharing my progress so far, so let's get started. In my last progress video, I had shown the new updated logo for channel 1537. However, since then, I've changed it again. The new main menu screen is colder and cleaner than the previous one. I also think it looks more like a computer desktop now, which is what I'm trying to achieve. In the corner of the main menu screen, you can see two dates, 7/15/2024 and 12/17/2024. Those dates are the time period in which the first season of Channel 1537 takes place. In my previous devlog, I said I was about 85% sure that I wasn't going to use sprites in Channel 1537. Well, I guess the other minority percent, I can't do math, but that percent won because I actually am using sprites in channel 1537, and I'm actually super glad I decided to do that because it looks so much better than just the poorly drawn CGs and just at least there's movement on the screen. By the way, I would just like to say I can actually do basic math like that. I'm not just a stupid American. I guess I am a stupid American. Sorry for the side tangent, but I just don't use scripts, so I didn't know the number on the top of my head. So maybe I am a little stupid. Maybe I should be able to do that simple math, but I didn't want to take any pauses in my speaking. I just remembered that before I had decided to not use sprites, I decided that I did want to use sprites, and I had old sprites that were sort of ugly, so all of those characters who had sprites before, which wasn't everybody, it was only a few who I had gotten to, all of those sprites have been updated. As well as, of course, the characters who didn't have sprites, such as Finn, have sprites now. I've also drawn a few more CGs since the last time I've made a progress video. But I don't think it really matters to dwell on that much because you're going to see all of the CGs once it comes out. And you are going to play the game when it comes out. I still have a few things that I need to do, but I think, unlike the last time, I think it's actually pretty fair for me to say I am almost done with Channel 1537, Episode 1 of Season 1, out of 4 seasons, with 21 episodes in the first season, and I don't even know how many there's going to be in the next 4 seasons. Next 3. So, if I claim that I'm almost done, what exactly is there left for me to do? Well, I have about 2 scenes left of Channel 1537, both of which are pretty short scenes. One of them contains 2 CGs, and the other one I'm not quite sure yet because I haven't started it, but I could also use sprites, So, I'm not sure, but one of them takes place in Laura's room, and the other one takes place in the studio, which is what I have been drawing this whole episode. So I have a feeling that the last scene is going to be easier for me to do. However, I am struggling with drawing Laura in her bed because I have to design the bed, and then I also have to draw her moving in a singular. It's basically the same CG, but she moves, so I have to figure out which layer the blanket's gonna go on because she gets up, yada yada, whatever. My next plan, after I finish drawing the CGs and coding them in, and, coding in the sprites for the last few scenes as well, I am planning on commissioning my brother to make background music for Channel 1537. Now, I'm not entirely positive if I can do that, but he has agreed to make the music for me. I just have to figure out what I want the genre to be and all of that. And I also have to find a way to export Channel 1537 and send it to him so he can get an idea of what it's going to be like. So there's a lot of stuff going into that. He doesn't even live in the same state as me, so it might be a little complicated to get a hold of him. Or maybe it'll be easier because I don't have to go through the pressure of walking up to him in real life. But, I mean, he's nice, so it's not like I'm scared of him. It's more like I'm lazy. If I can't get him to make the music for me in the time that I want Channel 1537 to be out, I will probably try and find some copyright music that fits the vibe on the internet. And once he can do the background music, I will commission him then, or, I'll make an update with, the new music. Kind of like what Scott Cawthon did with Five Nights at Freddy's. Not to bring up Five Nights at Freddy's. How can I make this about Five Nights at Freddy's? While I wait for him to make all the background music, I'm going to be redrawing all of the CGs that I'm unhappy with, either because they're old and I've improved, or maybe it was a CG that I forced myself to get through and it ended up looking bad. While I'm in the process of redrawing the CGs, I'm also going to be looking for sound effects that work with the scenes, because I really only have one sound effect in one scene. So literally the entirety of Channel 1537 is just silent, except the one time that Jackie gets hit by the door. Hashtag spoilers, but I literally posted a video about it, so. On the main menu, it has the About, and I'm probably going to change that. I don't really know what I'm going to change that to yet. It might be about me, or it might be about Channel 1537, the series, I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet, but I do know that I want to change it, because all it says right now is this game was made on Ren'Py, which everybody kind of knows already. In the previous progress video, I said that I wanted to make the little icons at the bottom be image buttons that could take you to a certain certain setting that you could readjust or whatever I wanted to make it. But it feels a bit overambitious. I mean, it is possible, but it's also not necessary for me at the moment to add to this visual novel. So for now, I think I'm probably just going to keep it as part of the menu screen where it doesn't do anything. I think I've covered everything that I need to cover in this video, and if I've forgotten something, I'm going to kick myself in the shin. If you are interested in this project, or in my art style, or in my editing style, which might or might not change, I don't really know yet, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Please, 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 please. If you made it this far into the video, please like the video and comment on Josh, because I think it would be really funny. You can find Channel 1537 on Itch and Game Jolt, and you can also find me on all sorts of other social media platforms, which will be linked in my Notion, which I'm going to put in the bio. I meant the description, I don't know why I said bio, but it's also in my YouTube bio. Alright, DJs, I'll see you in the next one. Bye 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 bye!